We didn't handle debt like most families. In 2019, I graduated college with about $13,000 in student loan debt. And within a year, I was at Papa John's as a delivery driver trying to pay it down faster. And before our first child was born, we broke our lease on our duplex, bought a $10,000 fifth wheel, and moved onto my mom's property for about 8 months to help us save cash. And somehow, through all of that, we cash flowed two births and a $24,000 master's degree. Here's exactly how we did it. This is the Hatch Family Hustle, where we share our real finance journey as a young family to stay intentional and organized. Today, I'm walking through the debts we took on, how we paid them off, the lessons we learned, how we manage debt today, and then we'll wrap up with our net worth update. Let's start with the debts and the major decisions that shaped our early years. Student loans. When I graduated in 2019 with my bachelor's degree, I had about $13,000 in student loan debt. Car accident debt. Not long after I graduated college, I was in an accident where I got hit, but because I didn't have car insurance, I had to pay the bill of about $1,200. Aaliyah's community college semesters. We cash flowed about 3 semesters of community college for Aaliyah without having to take on student loan debt, breaking our lease and buying a fifth wheel. Right before our first son was born, we made the decision, which seemed extreme at the time, to break our lease and buy a $10,000 fifth wheel and move on to my mom's property. We lived there for 8 months to help us cut housing costs and save cash. We cash flowed all the hospital bills for our first child's birth. We repeated the same system for our second child's birth. Save ahead and cash flow everything. My master's degree. I started a master's program that was about $24,000. Here's how we tackled everything. Student loans. I paid minimums on my student loans for about a year. And then, right before summer of 2020, I got a job at Papa John's delivering pizzas. I targeted the loan with the highest interest rate first, sometimes called the avalanche method, and paid the full $13,000 off by the end of summer 2020. Car accident debt. This one was pretty simple. I just split the bill into 3 payments, and within 3 months, it was paid off. Fifth wheel season. Living in the fifth wheel cut our housing costs dramatically, and we were able to save up thousands before our first child's birth. It was a sacrifice, but it was worth it. We were able to cash flow it all. For Leah's community college courses, both births, and my master's program, all those experiences taught us a lot. Momentum matters more than starting amount. This was true when I first started paying off my student loans. When I was making those minimum payments, I was slowly building up momentum to the point where I finally decided to get a second job to help pay it off faster. Temporary sacrifices can open long-term flexibility. Moving into the fifth wheel really put us in the position we are today. We had our first child with no debt. I completed my master's program with no debt, which in turn allowed me to transition to my current job here in Texas. Planning ahead makes big life events way less stressful. Having thousands saved up before both births really helped us sleep at night. We were able to pay the hospital bills off right away and not have to worry about it ever again. Keeping our system simple helps us stay on track. Now we're going to finish up with our net worth update so you can follow our progress in real time. Our current net worth at the time of recording is $119,099.02. Our liquid net worth is about $20,638.89. We're moving in the right direction, slowly but surely. So a steady month. Our assets grew, our investments grew, and our liabilities dropped. And we crossed 1.19% of our long-term goal. So that's our full story. Student loans, car accident, 2 births, a master's program, breaking our lease, and living in a fifth wheel. Every family's path looks different, but we hope by sharing our journey, you can see what's possible with small, consistent steps. Subscribe if you want to follow our real journey from $100,000 to our long-term goals. We'll see you in the next episode.